Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Tuesday, March 25th, 2025. I'm here to do a collective read for you. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. You guys are wonderful. I love you guys so very much. Thank you for all your love and support. I love you guys so very much. Let's see where we're going to go with this read, shall we? Let's go right into it. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors of the white light. What's the message for the collective at this hour? What would you like to discuss? What is the message? Thank you. Stubborn, bossy, selfish, inflexible. That's the overarching energy. You or someone else. Bottom of the deck. Determined, persistent. Oh, that's in keeping. Still holding on flowers and gifts. So somebody wants to come and give you some flowers. Maybe you're going through a breakup or an argument. Somebody's not taking no for an answer, maybe. That's the underlying energy. Just conflict resolution, compromising, making amends, positive outcome. Okay, yeah. Somebody wants to make amends here. Spiritual attacks, karma, divine intervention, facing their demons. So this could be any kind of spiritual attack, anything that's binding, or not binding, any kind of baneful magic which bends wills and or harms or takes away. Okay? Somebody was playing with some magic here. Toxic love, drama, addictions, love-hate relationships. So that explains it. So somebody was using baneful magic, love and lust, spells, come to me spells, bending people's wills. Okay, what happens here is eventually, if it did work at one point, eventually it diminishes in its effectiveness. Okay, if you're vibing higher than this person, what it does is it disgusts you. You're repelled by this person, and it's gone back on them, so they're more obsessed with you. So if you have a partner that's really obsessed, I mean, really, it's, that's the spell. It's gone back on them. They're thinking of you, crying, nostalgia, and missing you. And in avoidance here, in hiding, feeling guilty, no communication. Broken mirrors, addictions, roller coaster, toxic connections. So somebody got caught doing something they should have been doing. Maybe it's the magic. Maybe there's cheating, okay? Red-handed, secrets exposed, surprised, and shocked. So somebody's sick and tired, cycles over it, a decision made. And the reason why maybe they're really trying to do magic on you is because they're unemployed, fired, living beyond their means, and they need you to support them. Someone's very sneaky and secretive here, okay? Mysterious, hiding information from you. They cause a lot of controversy, drama, scandal, and the truth is coming out, okay? They want you to make it rain on them. It's all about money. So it's not about love. It's about money. It's about dominance. It's about controlling you. It's not about love, okay? It very rarely is. It's just manipulation, okay? Somebody's going to do that to you. It's not love. Stubborn. They didn't want to listen. Maybe they got urgings from the divine to stop doing what they're doing. Maybe other people have told them and they didn't want to stop. Maybe that's how they got everybody. Every relationship they ever got into was through magic. Maybe they do magic on everybody. Take it for whatever it is, but they're getting found out. So once you know that somebody's doing magic on you, it loses its efficacy. Okay? Trust and believe. Stubborn. Where are we going with this, please? Where are we going with this stubborn? Thank you. Nourish, self-growth, self-focus, soul-finding. So, yeah, maybe you're on it opened your eyes to a lot of things. You're doing that soul work. Maybe you're in isolation. You're not listening to them. You're not answering phone calls. Somebody's feeling hopeless, bottom of the deck. Sinking, despair, falling apart. Well, don't start nothing. There won't be nothing. There's a foundation here. Okay, establish family and security. You are their security blanket. You are the one paying the bills or helping. They can't do it on their own. Maybe you have a family with them, or this is your family, or this is somebody that you got into a relationship with and they have children of their own. You could be a step parent. You know what I'm saying, right? So you're possibly helping. I see that a lot. A lot of people step in and provide for the stepkids where the other parent doesn't, right? It doesn't make it right. I mean, if you do it out of the goodness of your heart and you're really a true family, that's good. If not, then, you're just being used. Yeah, there's a lot of confusion going on. Uncertain, unclear, unsure, hoping, expecting, faith, manifesting. They're trying to manifest you back in. You could be a divine feminine, yin feminine energy. You don't play with a divine. It's hard to hoodwink them. The divine is now awakened, okay? Male or female, you could be in divine feminine energy, meaning that you're a creator, you're down to earth. This is unconditional love. Through your pain, you create new life, whether through children, philanthropy, art. You could be an artist of any kind, a musician, a singer, a writer, a poet, anything like that. Okay, so there's confessions here. Unveiling, coming clean, and messages. They want a second chance with you. Reconciliation, making amends, and opportunity. So this could be a runner-chaser dynamic, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. They treated you like you're invisible. They ghosted you. They're always disappearing on you. Now they want another apology here. Forgiveness, return, and sorry. Obscurity, secrets, mysteries, concealing. Okay. They could have been cheating on you, and you're paying the bills, watching the kids, cleaning the home, working, and they're out there cheating and playing and partying, and yeah, doing magic on you to keep you in place, and they were laughing at you. I get it. I get it. No, thank you. And now they want you back because, oh, who's going to pay my way? And how? Well, get off your ass and work. Stubborn and nourish. But they nourish me. Somebody has to grow. So they're going to have to learn their lessons. Obviously, we all do. Unfortunately, to learn lessons, we get hurt, right, Mark? We get our hearts broken. People hurt us. People are nasty to us. And you think, okay, I'm not going to do that again. You learn your lessons, right? So we have stubborn, nourish. Where are we going with this? Or they're claiming they're a divine feminine energy and they're not. Not everybody is. There's very few out there, okay? Copycat. So this is a copycat that was copying a divine feminine. Damn. They got found out. So they're trying to cloak themselves under the divine feminine energy. Maybe trying to sink the divine feminine that they know. It's a side piece. See, a divine feminine will never be a side piece. They will never break up a marriage, a family. They won't do that. So if you're dealing with somebody that claims they're a divine feminine and you got into a relationship with them, or you know they got into a relationship by being the third party, they're not a divine feminine or a divine masculine, okay? No, no, no. Sadistic supply. It sounds like they're a narc, okay? Sadistic supply is they have flying monkeys, they have supply, and they get off on hurting not just you, but their supply. They're flying monkeys. Covertly, though. They get off on it. I can get them to dance monkey dance, and they get hurt, and they don't even know it's me. Controlling. There we go. They're getting evicted. They're obsessed with you. What I tell you with the spell work. A lot of drama going on, a lot of abuse, a lot of bribery. Oh, it's an accident. I didn't mean to do it. Yeah, right. Hidden motives. It's a know-it-all. It's a con artist. You're exploiting people, you and others, okay? An engagement. You could have been engaged to this person. That's a player energy. They wanted to level up off of you or off the divine feminine. There's a contract here, spiritual or otherwise. Somebody is very obscene, or they said obscene things about you or did obscene things to you on social media and or a platform. You could have that, or they do. They're unattractive, okay? Courage favors the bold or the brave, okay? You're very courageous and brave. You're unafraid. Boundaries is in reverse. So they have no boundaries. They try to cross your boundaries. Keep your boundaries up, okay? They're bad news. Division of property. They're delusional. So, I don't know. They're middle-aged, or you are. Something to do with income. Power and control. They want to control your income. Something to do with hygiene, spiritual or physical. Fame or celebrity. They can be, you can be, or maybe this is going to make you famous or celebrity in your community, okay? They wanted to sacrifice you. Somebody's abroad or overseas, you or them. You're very gifted, or they're going to claim that something they stole from you was gifted to them. Nah, they're superficial. They want you to gift something to them. They're harassing you. There's a fight. You're wealthy, or they want to be wealthy. They're drunk and high all the time. You could be a tarot reader. They can, or you're definitely watching tarot here. Someone's very two-faced. They're inexperienced with this magic. That's why it's a mess. They're toxic and karmic. They need to go into rehab. They're under a lot of pressure and a lot of pain. They cause a lot of pain. Not just to you, but to their crowd, to their circle. They're a debt to a coven or a cult. Wow, they weaponize this coven or cult against you, or they have one, so be careful against a chosen one. There we go. Shame on you. Well, you know, if you're a chosen one, I mean, even if you're not a chosen one, okay, look that up. Not everybody is, you know. Not everybody answers that call. But if you're a chosen one, you're very protected. These people barked up the wrong tree. And that's why they can handle the consequences here. Stubborn, nourish, and copycat. So whoever this is, I don't know if you know them or not, but they want to come and ask you for help, or this could be an ex that chose a copycat over you, and now they, oh, I'm sorry, it was just a misunderstanding. I don't know. Stubborn, nourish, copycat. Thank you. Outgoing. You're very outgoing. Maybe they can't keep that up. You're a good listener, so maybe they want to come and talk to you, talk your ear off, finagle you. Self-care. They love another. Considering. It could be an Aquarius, you or them, or something happened in Aquarius season. Somebody's creeping on you. You're trustworthy, or they're trying to convince others they're trustworthy. They're not physically fit. That was in reverse. They're worried. No free time. You're ambitious. I don't know. You could be a Virgo. They can, or something that's going to happen in Virgo season, or did. Somebody wants closure, you or someone else. Yes. You're very creative. You're having family issues, or you are. You're moving on. They're depressed, or they claimed you were. Maybe they were trying to take you out, sacrifice you, you know. Scorpio, you or them, or they could be depressed right now, emotionally unavailable, age difference, unrequited love. Okay, so that's you or them. Take it for whatever that is, or that's what's going on in their own backyard. Maybe you have nothing to do with it. Maybe you stay clear of all these people, and I wouldn't blame you if you did. So stubborn, nourish, copycat, outgoing. If everything's going left in their life right now, everything's blowing up, okay? And they're trying to be you, and you're now going type of person. They're having a hard time keeping that going. Trust and believe, okay? Eventually, I mean, I don't know how long somebody can keep it up, being somebody they're not. But obviously they're using spell work on everybody around them to convince them, I'm this person. They're not. And so, yeah, somebody got injured, or they wanted to take you out. This is overkill. They did too much. They'd be good. Maybe they're going into rehab, some sort of recovery, or they want forgiveness. They knew what they were doing was wrong. This was abuse. This was a crime. Reckless, endangering others. Wow. Or somebody got injured, and others who knew what was going on didn't take any action. Which, I'm sorry, they're going to be held liable. Yes, a fall from grace. Partying too much, smug, full of themselves. Putting on an act. Fall from grace, no emotional fulfillment or happiness. Losing materialist. Well, I mean, they're very materialistic, so they're losing them, whatever it is that they tried to get or did get. Thank you, Spirit. You ever did magic, shit talking, unwise counsel. Secrets are coming out. They have no intuition. So if they were doing magic on you, I don't know. Maybe they were using practitioners, compromising these practitioners. Take it for whatever that is. Whoop. Earth angel, chosen one, divinely protected and guided. You transmuted and alchemized here. Very balanced and healed and healthy. You're a teacher. Patient. Temperance, moderation, everything in moderation, right? Yeah, somebody's healing. They want you to heal them. They wanted to harm or take you out. This is overkill. Ten of Swords in reverse. They want forgiveness now. Six of Swords, they can't move on. They can't escape something. They're in trouble. They don't want to transition. Somebody's a narcissist. We deduced that already. Male or female, places genders where it belongs. You can always switch it around, right? As well as the roles. This is a pathological liar, a user, abuser, cold, calculating, and cruel. They had no authority, spiritual or otherwise. It could be a hitman or hit woman. You know, spiritually speaking, taking people out. This is somebody that doesn't care about anybody but themselves. They're very dangerous. Oof, Queen of Swords in reverse. We have two of them. Out of jealousy. It could be a couple. Could be one person. A heavy-duty narc or worse. This is vengeance, jealousy, anger. They lied. Both of them are liars, or it's one person, like I said. It could be ex-husband, ex-wife. Very vindictive, spiteful and bitter, angry. Lied in a court of law, lied about a marriage, lied to an institution. They're angry at God. You could have a platform here. You have a lot of faith. And this is the divine stepping in, possibly. Yeah. You're still, you male or female, Queen of Cups, you remained emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. You're spiritually high-ranking. You're always protected by the divine, and they can't stand it. You're highly intuitive and psychic. You have the biggest cup of love. Typically in every deck, you have the biggest cup of love, right? They could have tried to poison you or something like that, or put things in your drink. I don't know. Highly intuitive and psychic, though. Yeah, they stole your spiritual inheritance or tried to, or this is an inheritance or a large amount of money, or they wanted life insurance on you. This is family discord. Someone's going to lose everything. Your ancestors are not happy. Yep, they're protecting you. You're standing your ground. You're divinely protected. Somebody went out on a limb here, okay? It could be a fight. They're trying to block something from coming towards you, or they're being blocked. Seven of Wands. Someone's very defensive right now. Resistant. Emotionally wounded. There's a lot of emotional wounding here. Seven of Wands. Emotionally wounded. I know that's the Nine of Wands, but that's what I heard. Blocked. They're blocking people from supporting you, or they block their own support. Blocking love, friendship. They could have went around and defamed you to people you knew, your family, friends, partners, whatever this is. They didn't want you having love or support or anything like that, or friendship even. Fealty. Blocking an offer from coming towards you. Someone's very defensive. The divine could be blocking something from these people. They're fighting. Somebody's cheating. Could be cheating. Somebody wants to come towards you with a cup of love, friendship, fealty, or loyalty, or support. Yeah, they're trying to avoid a tower moment. So they might come towards you with an offer to avoid a tower moment. Or this could be ruin, just out no ruin. This is justice. Somebody was getting something on the side here to do something for them. They've been blocked, though. They can't get at you, I heard. They have no way to get towards you. This is justice. Somebody lost their position, either in a group, at work, a family. They got terminated and or demoted. It could be, spiritually speaking, if this is a higher level soulmate that went against you, they could have gotten demoted. Somebody's putting on an air, putting on airs. They're putting on an act, trying to be you maybe. Somebody's partying a lot. It's a fall from grace, no emotional fulfillment or happiness, no satisfaction. Smug, full of themselves here. No, don't show off. Yeah, they brought breadcrumbs you, used and abused you. They could be having some sort of financial difficulties, or they really wanted to make you look unstable by saying you're partying all the time, you're no good, this, that, and the other thing, but it's them. This could be bankruptcy. This wasn't fair, wasn't balanced. It could be fraud or theft. Yeah, this is corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority, male or female. King of Pentacles is very greedy, selfish, materialistic. It's a bully. They're money motivated, right? Get rich quick schemes, right? They have money, but they don't get it honestly. This is somebody that's greedy and selfish. Like I said, they're jealous, they're unstable, they're a spendthrift, a bully. It's all about their image and what money can buy. They're being blocked, maybe. They didn't want you having new passion opportunities, new beginnings. They don't want you taking action, or they didn't take any action, but whatever this is. King of Pentacles could be an ex-husband. Could be a female. Just remember that, okay? Juggling, making a head over heart decision, weighing options. Somebody was playing games, trying to keep something afloat here. But, on the other hand, you're very balanced in alignment. They were reckless, careless, and foolish. They took unnecessary risks. They don't want you having a new beginning. They looked at you like you're naive or gullible, possibly because you're kind, right? They look at kindness as a weakness. It's not. I can guarantee you it's not. It takes a great deal of strength to be kind to unkind people like this, okay? Yeah, King of Wands in reverse. So, warlock, a poser, a player. They bit off more than they could chew. It could be a female in this energy too. This is a leader, not a leader. This is a follower, sorry. Okay, they didn't take the noble approach. They have no morals, ethics, or honor. Full of ego, arrogance, conceit, and pride. It's a coward down deep inside. They're angry. Going through a dark night of the soul. If they sent you depression spells, it's right back with them. They want to put past hurts behind them. The judgment went against them, okay? They know they're getting karma. Judgment in reverse. They misjudged you. They judged you harshly based off of lies. They're being judged harshly based off of the truth, okay? A judgment in court could have went against them. No second chances. This is karma. Poor decision making here, okay? They have to, yeah, they're too strong for them. Somebody was in their ego and in their pride, maybe lustful. Wanting power and control over you. Okay. This could be somebody wanting to overtake you, overpower you. They're holding back. They're argumentative. They're combative. Somebody tried to impersonate you or forge your signature. They felt entitled here. Yeah, they wanted a life of luxury off your back. They really wanted you unstable. This is somebody that's unstable, very greedy and selfish, very insecure. They're having financial difficulties. They wanted you to appear this way. Somebody doesn't want to be alone. I don't know. This is a poser. They're holding you back, trying to hold you back, trying to dry up your money for some reason. Somebody wants your lot in life, your destiny, your life, maybe. This could be a financial crime they committed. It kind of sounds like it. Devil in the upright. Very karmic and toxic. They're bound to a karmic. They're bound to a contract. They tried to bind you. They have addictions, obsessions, and codependency issues. Oof. They're trying to stall something. There's stagnation here, causing setbacks and delays. Maybe they wanted your destiny. They want you to go back into another karmic cycle with them. This is falling back onto them, though. This is karma. They want to come back into a relationship, partnership with you. This is a soul mate, but they could have lost their position, like I said, okay, because of what they've done. Or they want to come back to you because they chose this karmic over you, who was trying to be you. Take it for whatever that is. Devil in the upright. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Somebody bossed up, took back their power. Somebody with authority, spiritual or 3D or both. Divine masculine, possibly. He wants to return to his divine masculine state. I say he, could be a she in this energy. It could be a father, a boss, and or a leader. It doesn't have to be a divine. Yeah, there's going to be some communication, fast communication, action, and or travel. Usually it's good news. Yeah, it could be authorities. It could be somebody moving and or traveling. You overcame, persevered. You're moving forward in life, okay? So they radically need to accept that they need to take accountability and bring back balance to a situation. This is universally driven, by the way. It looks like somebody's moving quick. Ending a cycle or traveling. You're protected, okay? Maybe the police are protecting you against this person. Ending a cycle to begin a new one. This is lessons learned. You could be online too. You could be moving forward. Maybe if you have an online platform, like it said, or somebody does, it's moving forward, okay? It's universally driven. It's awareness. Some people are very much aware. Could be some sort of communication coming through about travel or moving, ending a cycle, learning lessons. Eight of Wands is typically good news, though. It used to be known as the rods of love. It could be you or somebody else, this emperor. It could be somebody else in the equation that's looking into this, finding out something. Father, could be a father. Fast communication. The father, again, King of Cups. Could be a female in this energy. Remaining stoic, emotionally balanced. Not wearing your heart on your sleeve. If this is you or somebody else. Good advice. They give good advice. I know. Somebody had multiple options. There's illusions. They got bribed or tempted. Or this is blackmail. There's a cover-up of some sort. Wishful, hopeful thinking. Illusions and confusion. Doesn't know what to do now. Looking for the viable options. Yeah. Somebody had multiple options here. This is ending it. They're karmic. Yeah. Poor decision. Chose a karmic over divine, maybe, or it's a false contract, whether in the ethers or in the 3D. It was all one-sided, whatever this was. It was all self-serving, their way or the highway. For their poor decision-making, they have to reap the consequences. They didn't use their higher wisdom, and they have no peace or harmony. Yeah, there's a lot of magic, illusions, deception, two-faced, right? Yeah. Somebody's refusing to move on, Eight of Cups in reverse, or they want to come back towards you. So somebody's doing magic on you to get you to come back to them. Take it for whatever that is. Now, for others here, I just heard this. They want to stay with their karmic, the one they chose over you, the divine being. But they want money. So the divine karmic, so the karmic is not too happy about it, but they want money out of you. They want to get it back into your energy and get that good. You know what I'm saying? They're sending you love and lust spells or something like that to get back into your energy. Wow, they're going to be met with a heavy-duty clapback. Yep. Somebody's alone in isolation, finding out. Could be an investigation. You're shining a light on this, watching and waiting. You have a direct connection with Source. You're too wise to fall for it. Yeah. A lot of secrecy here. You have a lot of intuition. They were working against you behind your back, or somebody else is figuring this out. Nothing is as it seems, okay? A lot of confusion. You could be a mystery to these people. Somebody's jealous, okay? They wanted you to be unstable, or they're hitting instability now because they're not in your energy. They can't, whatever this is, they can't be you. They certainly can't take your energy any longer. They can't get to you. This is discovery. Shining a light in the dark. Maybe you're comfortable in both places, in the light and in the dark. That's why they can't get to you. A chosen one is normally very comfortable in both and very balanced, right? They balance both. They're in their emotions. They could be scared. Yeah, doppelganger. It could be also a power of attorney, or they want control over you. They devalued you. This is very toxic and karmic, greedy, selfish, jealous, promiscuous, controlling, possessive, and smothering. Yeah, a lot of gaslighting, mind games, power plays. You took the high road and you walked away with your head held high and refuse to engage with them. It's a bunch of people involved. They're fighting, finger pointing, and blaming one another because they don't want to be challenged. They don't want this conflict. They don't want smoke with God. There's no drama in your life. Maybe they're remembering the past and they're in their emotions, how much you gave of yourself. Or maybe you're remembering. Take it for whatever that is. This is, yeah, missed opportunity, stolen money. This is not their blessings here, okay? They're in debt and or they're very unstable. Maybe this divine masculine, it could be a female, remember that, place the genders where it belongs, is arguing with this karmic. This is very karmic here. They're finding out they're karmic now. They missed their opportunity to a good life, and they're now taking it out on the karmic. Take it for whatever that is. Yeah, they bore false witness. This is divination abuse. They're in debt. Didn't want to do their homework. No follow through. Could be somebody lost a child. No new beginnings, didn't take a practical approach. They're immature, bad financial news. Yeah, that's it. They wanted to take you out. This is ending. You are the phoenix rising. They lost their twin. This is, whatever this is, it's over. They're losing their home, their stability, everything. The party's over. Non-committal. No redemption, maybe. 4 wands in reverse. Coming to a stop. Yeah, somebody's scared, they're sick, they're injured. Maybe they got into a fight, blaming one another, you know what I mean? This is a scandal. Maybe one of them got injured. Yeah, they got to take accountability here. This has been going on way too long. They want to come towards you. They're scared here. They got to pay up something. 4 swords, they don't want to heal. They can't heal, maybe they're sick. I don't know, or their child is sick. You know, karma hits in different ways. I don't know. They don't have any money any longer. Oh, it could be addiction too. They're sick. Yeah, 4-4, if this resonates with you. They're going to be homeless, sleeping outdoors now, losing their home, their property, their business, their stability, non-committal. They lost their twin. They're going to jail. They could have stolen a home. This could be fraud of some sort, okay? They're stuck in their head. This is self-imposed. Too many obstacles to overcome. They could be trying to restrict you, or they're feeling restricted, trapped, stuck. They're very with the third party. Cult, coven, secret society. They want to reconcile with you, so they're stuck in their head. They're losing their home. They're losing everything. They're stuck in their head. This is friends. Truth and clarity. They want to come tell you the truth. Breakthrough. Communication. They can't reach you for some reason. You could be out in the public eye. This is victory, success, reward, recognition. Somebody was showing off and bragging about what they did. Maybe you're out in the public eye speaking about this. If you have a profile or platform, they were unfaithful. It's true. They were unfaithful. They can't come correct. They tried to interfere with your money, your mail. They're insecure. They're very manipulative. You can't trust them. They're not reliable. They're not dependable, irresponsible and immature and lazy. No money for sex. Spent their money on sex. This is taking action here. Somebody's taking no money. They can't pay their way, right? They're out in the cold. Out of lack and a loss, going towards poverty. Are they already there? This is also spiritual poverty. On the outside looking in. Somebody's taking some action here. Ending a third-party situation, a collaboration, or a false contract, or in breach of a contract. No help, no cooperation. Okay? Seeing the truth, getting clarity, letting go. You're not mentally conflicted here. You're not in denial. People see why you let this person go. You overcame, persevered, put up some boundaries. Keep them up, please. Okay? They want to talk to you. Put the boundaries. Don't ghost me. Don't block me. They want to be unblocked here. I don't think so. They want to come back, that's why. They have to cut their losses. They wanted you to come back, or they want you to come back now. They could be doing baneful magic against you to get you to come back. Somebody's refusing to move on. Yeah, they're greedy and selfish. They're holding back. They want protection. They know that you're a divine being. Oh, they'll protect me. They're always provided for. Let's get back in their energy, truth and clarity. You could be exposing them. This is illumination. Or this third party got pregnant. Something to do with paternity. Thought they'd be set. Yeah, there's a lot of gossip. There's parting of ways. No more celebrating, okay? You could be dealing with cults, covens, secret societies as well. Exposing, illumination. You're happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. They're not happy about that, okay? They know that there will be no reconciling. There's proof and evidence here. They underestimated you. Something to do with an investment or medical reports. They were harvesting from you. They're waiting to harvest. They're counting your money. How much can I get out of this person? They underestimated you, though. You planted some seeds, and they're now growing. You nurtured them. You watered them. You took good care of it. Your baskets are full, and theirs isn't. Now they're getting hit hard with the truth, right? Yeah. They're hurting for money here. Somebody was jealous and very, very jealous of you. They don't have any integrity, loyalty, or honesty. Unfaithful. You can't trust them. Very manipulative, greedy, materialistic, and selfish. Lazy. They're worried they can't eat or sleep. So it's proving that they're not a divine being. They're a karmic, okay? A floozy, male or female. They're very unstable. Hurting for money. They're worried they can't eat or sleep. They're burdened and anxious about a partnership here. Maybe they're worried that maybe this karmic, maybe your ex has left this karmic, and they're worried that they're coming back towards you. A soulmate connection. Yeah, blocked. Sudden departure, sudden arrival. There's no contingency plan. They don't know what to do. Maybe they lost their internet and or their phone provider. They can't watch you from afar. This was a crime. They committed a crime. This was abuse, recklessness, endangering others. They're embarrassed and disgraced. Maybe you hurt their ego or their pride. They got to let this go. They had a grudge against you. Oh, well. They got caught and they have to come clean. They're going to be arrested. There's illumination, letting go and letting God. They were doing magic. They were shit-talking you. You're a whore. Or they claimed you were. This is somebody wanting power and control, using sex to get what they want. Using magic. Very devious, I heard. Hateful. A bully. Abusive. Power and control. Something to do with a family. Yeah, unrequited love. There's a lot of trauma bonding. Could have lost children. It's not their child. This family here, not going back to the family, not going back to the past. Parting of ways. You don't trust them. You don't see eye to eye. It's a very karmic soul tie here. You love yourself. This is self-love, new love, true love coming in. And or this is emotional fulfillment and happiness. You have new beginnings here. You're very blessed. All aces in the upright are blessings from the divine. They're in their emotions, right? Because you healed your heart and it's a blessing in disguise for you. They went around and shit-talked you. They emotionally, mentally, verbally, and psychologically abused you. And you're not burdened. You're not taking on this person's burdens. They have to drop this. They have to let it go. You did. It's the ending of a cycle, okay? Because they're a liar. It's bad news for them. They threw rocks and hid hands. This is not wish fulfillment. They're losing hope. They're feeling ashamed of themselves. That's hope. They don't want you having wish fulfillment. They never did want you having wish fulfillment. Didn't see you as that. I guess they think that people that do strange things in bed, you know, have a porno sex life every day, every second of the day is what is cool. You know? You're the loser if you're more emotional than sexual. This person sounds like they didn't want to put a lot of work into your relationship, so they chose a karmic. It's not hard work. You know what I mean? Get away with, yeah, didn't want to put the work in. I can't make this up. 8 of Pentacles. If you're working online, they might, and you're speaking the truth, they try to affect your job. Yep. Somebody feeling left out in the cold here, abandoned and rejected. Feeling sorry for themselves, bored and satisfied with life. You're ignoring them. They can't get your attention. Yeah, because they lied. They spread rumor, gossip, and slander. They're jealous and they abused you. They targeted you possibly. They're targeting you, harassing you. They want you to feel like nobody likes you because they're fucking superficial and fucking childish. Right? This is self-sabotage. People are angry right now, fighting. They're petty and they're cruel. They spread rumor, gossip, and slander about you. Yeah, you're not talking to them. Could be a high priest or high priestess. You're very intuitive. You're very wise. Maybe you've reached out for wise counsel. Could be watching tarot. Like I said, you're out in the public eye. This is victory, success, reward, recognition. You don't need to brag. Like these people would brag, right? You don't need to. You're garnering attention here. You're innocent. Somebody wants to do a public apology towards you. Now you foresaw this. You're moving forward, okay? You knew that they were plotting and planning against you. You're moving forward. You're not looking back. You're prepared. Or they're preparing to do a public apology. I don't know. Somebody could be at a distance. Maybe somebody has a crush on you. Could be flirting with you online. You see it for whatever it is. They're not just two-faced with three faces. You're still moving forward. You're not looking back. This is self-love, okay? You have new beginnings in your life. They're in their emotions. Oh my God, I can't make them turn around and look at me. And they keep trying. They're stubborn, right? Bossy, selfish, and inflexible. Well, see where that gets you. Determined, persistent, still holding on, flowers and gifts. I don't know what to say about that. Feeling hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart. Nourish, self-growth, self-focus, and self-finding. So you're nourishing yourself. You don't need anybody else. You don't need outside validation to know that, you know, to love yourself, to take good care of you. You have self-respect. These people don't, okay? It's a copycat. People are figuring that out. Side piece here, trying to take your persona on, claiming they're a divine feminine energy, male or female. They're nothing of the sort. You're outgoing. You're a good listener. They can't keep that up. They can't do that. Or somebody's missing the fact that you are outgoing and you were a good listener, and now they're stuck with somebody that's just so superficial and shallow, maybe dull. Maybe they have nothing good to talk about. I mean, if you're just using sex to get what you want and that's your only good quality, that gets old real quick. If you have no, interests, no stimulating conversation, you don't educate yourself. And I'm not saying about going to school. Not everybody is good in school. Not everybody learns at their own pace, but learn something about the world, current affairs, interesting conversations to keep people interested, to keep them coming back. You share passions together. There's more to life than sex. Point blank period. More to life than watching TV, more to life than just sitting there gossiping and drinking and doing drugs. There's more to life. Live. Please live. Don't just exist. This life is a blessing. Go out to a museum. Go to an art gallery. Watch a foreign film. Okay? Learn about the world. Learn about others, It's exciting. Where are we going with this? How are we ending this for the collective? Thank you. Faithfulness, it was in reverse. So this person's not faithful. You were. They're seeing the difference. It was all joyful, right? Pleasure seekers, let's all party. Third parties, blah, 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 blah. It's all a foe. They were your foe. Younger woman. So you could be a younger woman, or they chose a younger woman over you. You could be an older woman. Not an old woman, but a mature woman, So it's not the same. I say this, and I've said it before. It's not always this way, so please don't take offense. A divine being is established. They've grown in wisdom. To have that wisdom, experiential wisdom, it's experience, life experience. You typically are of an age. You're not 20 years old to be a divine masculine or feminine, okay? It's rare, maybe, I don't know. You see old souls in young bodies, But typically you're established, you learned your lessons, you've elevated and ascended, okay? That's how it happens. Oh, geez, come back here. Somebody, you could be somebody's wife, or this person took, I don't know, is claiming to be the wife. It doesn't have to be a real marriage. It could be a false marriage. Okay. Sorrow. They wanted you in sorrow. For the mature woman here, you're not in sorrow. You're quite happy. Somebody needs to see a doctor. It could be a mother-in-law that's sick as well. It could be a witch doctor. Somebody needs a doctor. Surprise. There's going to be a surprise here. Maybe it's a pregnancy. I don't know. Somebody got trapped here. No, somebody's sick. You play with magic, that's what happens, okay? Oh my gosh. I can't make this up. Someone's going to be a widower, or that's what they wanted for you. If you're the divine feminine. They were trying to sacrifice you for money. It could be a soldier, you or someone else. It was all frivolous, right? Somebody's transitioning. There's melancholy, sighs. They missed the boat here. Okay, they could be at a distance. Consolation. I don't know, somebody got the constellation prize, right? It's a false wedding or a wedding. Look at no longer waiting. That's in reverse. To be someone's wife, or I don't know. This was a false wife. Damn. Could be a false wedding. So they married a friend, or this is a friend of yours they married. You're a scholar. You're somebody's learning something here. This person's your enemy. Room is empty. All they want to do is party, and yeah, they were doing business with other people. They claim they're a merchant, maybe traveling around the world, but they're really a thief, and there's going to be some heavy-duty misfortunes now. They're stuck in their thoughts here. They're thinking about maybe contacting you. Take it for whatever it is. Or they screwed up. If it's a false marriage under your name or something like that, maybe they're trying to impersonate you for an inheritance. Taking on your energy, taking something on. They stole from you, they maligned you, they did all kinds of things possibly. They're in trouble. Okay. It's not a nice ending for whomever this is. It's either jail and or bye. Rihael. Devote some time to your children, parents, or grandparents. Share the energy of familiar love. So somebody in the family could be done. I hate to say it, they might be going, or they did go. My condolences, but whomever this is not a nice person. Sitael, can you tell the truth all day? Try out an exercise of telling the truth. So somebody's a big fat fucking liar. And Mia, get up and get going. Put some vigor in your actions and get things done. Vehuel, have a sense of humility. Don't be too proud so you can find peace against troubles. Someone's got a huge ego. You're going to have to humble themselves here. Mihael, love and harmony will be in abundance. Keep your options open. So maybe that's what they thought. I'm going to keep my options open. I'm going to go with the karmics because it's less work. I don't have to answer too much to them. The divine's going to hold my feet to the fire, so I'm not going to go there. They expect me to be a good person. So they went with the snakes. Yalahia. Victory will occur soon. The courage must first be found within yourself. You're very courageous. Congratulations. So this has something to do with business, finances, and career should be your focuses today. You may plan a trip without fear. So you might be going on a trip soon. Rochelle, you have a creative endeavor in the works. It's time to make it public. So if you haven't done so already, and you're thinking about coming out with whatever business you're doing or want to do, now's the time. Meditation is important today. Aniel will help you find peace of mind. Doesn't sound like there's a lot of peace of mind for these people, though, but you know what I mean? Maybe they're trying to steal your work if you're online. I don't know. Seems to be a lot of work, a lot of people doing that lately. For content creators, it doesn't have to be spiritual. It doesn't have to be tarot. It could be anything that you're doing. I'm hoping that these platforms, you know, YouTube, whatever platform you find yourself on, has some sort of checks and balances with these false profiles, false people. I don't know. It's also hard, I find. I hear other content creators talking about they're being copied, their work is being taken and uploaded on somebody else's account, right? They go and complain about it. But that process is very difficult. They're jumping over hurdles. Nobody's getting back to them. Nothing's being done. I know I complained on Facebook. Somebody took my my picture, my profile picture for on YouTube here, and my name, straight from the Divine Tarot, and used it on Facebook to reel in people for personal readings. I don't do personal readings. And that was, they can't say, oh, it's a different channel. No, it was my picture. It was everything. Mine, okay? So they were using my name either to make money and or to make me look bad as a reader. You know, make me look like I'm a fraud. So I got angry when I saw that, and I reported it to Facebook. And usually I don't have good relations with Facebook. Whenever I've complained, they've done nothing. They were on it though. They stopped them. They took down that site. I don't know if they had any repercussions with the persons or people. I don't know. I guess it's none of my business, but it's gone now. So keep looking if you are a content creator, not just on the platform you're on. Look on all platforms and see if they're using your name. On TikTok, there's somebody using Straight from the Divine, but not tarot. So I don't know if that's 100% legal. I have to look into it. We'll see. But somebody, they're out there stealing people's work, intellectual property, making money, lazy assholes. Trust and believe, this is karma time, okay? We're in the 9 year. It's coming back on them. It's almost over. But yeah, get on that, okay? And don't be frustrated. I know it's upsetting and everything. Eventually, they'll get theirs, okay? Trust and believe. Turn to God, turn to the angels, and ask them to help you do it, okay? And if you get nothing from these platforms, trust, turn to God, turn to the angels, ask them to take care of it. You never know. Maybe they didn't get very far with that channel. Maybe they can't log back in. Maybe they have no money for internet. Or maybe they got sick. Maybe they thought better of it. Maybe they're in jail. Who knows? You don't know, right? So good luck on whoever you are. Don't look back. And if you're interested in ever getting into another relationship, it sounds like this person got demoted. I don't know. I can't say. Everybody's story is different. But if you ever do want to get into a new relationship, that's not the end all and be all. You have past life soulmates. I mean, this could be a past life soulmate. You have twins. You have the divine will find a good match for you. Trust and believe. Okay. Don't give up on love. And that I mean with friends as well. Don't give up on love. Love is the only thing that's lasting in this world. Until next time, take care.